The NBA season has come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We are at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the LA Lakers taking on the Miami Heat. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Lakers coming in. They know it's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7, a one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
Off the assist.
Feels just like yesterday that Dwight spent one very contentious season with the Lakers back in the 12-13 season. He was thought to be the missing piece that would put them over the top, but they fell to Dallas in 4 in the first round of the playoffs, and then he was sent packing to Houston that offseason.
To Howard. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Dwight Howard has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Across the timeline, it's Lowry, just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Here comes the screen. Lowry matched up with Howard. Down to 5 on the 24 to Oladipo. 4-3. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. Davis to Howard. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
Oladipo. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. To Davis. Rebounded by the Heat. Butler into the front court. 8-0 is the score. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Los Angeles, they have it. It's Westbrook. Rebound comes to Miami. Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo against the former MVP. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Missed his first. That one goes.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
Here's LeBron for 2. Can't connect. Butler to bring it up. 8-2 our score.
Screen coming your way, screen coming your way.
Oladipo to Butler. Lowry, shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Oladipo, great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Butler. step through and the finish, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Westbrook to Howard. Missed a wide open look.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Anthony. Sizing up the defense. Takes stock of the floor. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lowry into the front court. 10-6 our score. Butler guarded by Howard. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Lowry to Oladipo. Butler for two. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line. Jimmy Butler, couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Russell Westbrook with the rock. And the reward, he's going to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Deep three at the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
To P.J. Tucker. The jumper's off the mark.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Westbrook to Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Jimmy Butler for two. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Westbrook to Gasol. Down low. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Butler. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 3 in this first half. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Lowry has the basketball. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Miami. Trying to cash in. No good. Anthony Davis, defended by Markieff Morris. To James. Here comes the screen. LeBron against Markieff Morris. From long range, the Heat have the rebound. Lowry into the front court. They're down 3. Screen coming. To Lowry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here. To Westbrook. James to Gasol. Had a chance, but it's no good. Another follow. No good. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Bam Adebayo at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 72%. And he misses that one free throw. Westbrook with it. Leads 1. Here comes the screen. LeBron James, guarded by Morris. LeBron James, 2 of 4 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oladipo. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LBJ with it. To Westbrook. Surveys the floor. Westbrook to James. Gets a shot up off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. It's a one-point game as we approach halftime. Oladipo to Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Lowry up against the 8-time All-Star. Shot from the lane won't go. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers have themselves a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Heat had kept it close after one half. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Missed threes.
This has not been the kind of game to pick up tips on how to shoot three-pointers. Neither of these teams have been able to connect reliably from long range, and the results have often been disastrous.
Player of the half.
Dwight Howard looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Butler. Probing the defense. Butler to Lowry. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Westbrook with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. LeBron sizing up Butler. Can't connect.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
And he's going to the free throw line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Kyle Lowry at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. LeBron James with the rock. To Westbrook. sizing up the defense. Westbrook to Howard. Rises for the slam. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Jumper's good.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Butler into the front court. His guys down 3. To Lowry. To Oladipo. Has a chance. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 3 for 7.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot. I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Oladipo. Takes stock of the floor. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Westbrook into the front court. His team up by 1. Screen coming. LeBron James. Tough matchup against Butler. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
LeBron James. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. It's the Heat with the possession. Oladipo picked up by Westbrook. Lowry buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Knocked loose. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And he connects on the first free throw. Makes them both. Lowry with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Kyle Lowry trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he knocks it down at the line. Westbrook across the timeline. His guys now down by a point. Here comes the screen. LeBron James against Tucker. Won't go down. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Another follow, still no good. To James. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
To Lowry. To Oladipo. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To James. Probing the defense. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. That ends the third quarter. The Heat with the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Westbrook to James. Here comes the screen. LeBron defended by Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespect.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Lays it up and in.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
LBJ has it. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
LeBron James. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Lowry into the front court. His group now down 2. To Oladipo. Lowry against Westbrook. Knocks it down off the step back.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
James, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
LBJ. To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. The Heat secure the rebound. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. They trail by 2. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Miami's got it. Oladipo guarded by Howard. Surveys the floor. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Westbrook to James. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. To James. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. Butler to Oladipo. Butler. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Fires the 3. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
To James. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To P.J. Tucker. Count it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Russell Westbrook here against Morris. To Davis. Anthony Davis. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Oladipo to Lowry. Tucker to Lowry. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Now whistle. Intentional foul comes with 24 seconds left in the game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. Westbrook into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
LeBron James swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The Lakers get the victory. They claim their second ever championship in what was their 5th consecutive NBA Finals appearance. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.